Welcome everyone. I hope you're having a good day. I figured I should try out the flutter fingers because I love them so much when others do them. So I want to show you this candle. I used it in my last video, so I want to show you up close. You'll notice I have one longer fingernail. That's because I am a banjo player, a clawhammer banjo player. I have to keep that finger long. I really love the sound of this. There are a lot of little marks on this lid because I've tapped on it so much. Always tapping. Alright, this comes from Big Dipper Waxworks. Vitality. Lemongrass and grapefruit, 100% beeswax, and pure essential oils, all natural aromatherapy candle. Let me read you the back too. Vitality, lemongrass, and grapefruit is a zesty, refreshing scent blended from 100% essential oils. This energizing fusion stimulates the senses and restores the spirit. Our pure essential oils are naturally extracted plant essences that support health and well-being. Made in Seattle, Washington, USA. And if you want to get one of these, you can go to BigDipperWaxWorks.com. This is not a paid promotion. It is a promotion though, apparently. I just love this candle a lot, so actually you should support them. And it smells so good. I mean, that description is really accurate. It's like your spirits are lifted when you smell it. I wish I could send the smell to you. It's so good, y'all. It's so good. We'll put the candle down though right now because this is such a good sound. Sorry, I'm kind of like zoning out just listening to this. It's so good, in my opinion. let's light this baby up. I also love this lid. So good. Only one try this time. Usually it takes me like 5 million. Okay. Now that the candle is lit, welcome to my reading corner. I have a book here that I'm really excited to read from. This is one of my favorite books ever. It's called The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I really do recommend this book. If you love magic and wonder, a lot of Harry Potter people love this book. This is really for you because it's very immersive. But it's not high fantasy, so it doesn't take you too deep, but it has like a beautiful grounding in reality. But at the same time creates its own version of reality, a very magical version. By Erin Morgenstern. I reread this over the summer after reading her newer book. Oh my god. It's called The Starless Sea. The Starless Sea. And I repeat that because you should read it. It's such a good book. And it was so good that I just couldn't leave her world. And decided to reread this book. So I'm gonna read the first part of it for you. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. circus arrives without warning. No announcements preceded, no paper notices or downtown posts and billboards. No mentions or advertisements in local newspapers. It is simply there, when yesterday it was not. The towering tents are striped in white and black, no golds and crimsons to be seen, no color at all, save for the neighboring trees and the grass of the surrounding fields. Black and white stripes on gray sky, countless tents of varying shapes and sizes, with an elaborate wrought iron fence encasing them in a colorless world. Even what little ground is visible from outside is black or white, painted or powdered, or treated with some other circus trick. But it is not open for business. Not just yet. Within hours, everyone in town has heard about it. By afternoon, the news has spread several towns over. Word of mouth is a more effective method of advertisement than any typeset words and exclamation points on paper, pamphlets, or posters. It is impressive and unusual news. The sudden appearance of a mysterious circus. People marvel at the staggering height of the tallest tents. They stare at the clock that sits just inside the gates that no one can properly describe, and the black sign painted in white letters that hangs upon the gates, the one that reads, "Opens at nightfall, closes at dawn." What kind of circus is only open at night? People ask. No one has a proper answer. Yet, as dusk approaches, there is a substantial crowd of spectators gathering outside the gates. You are amongst them, of course. Your curiosity got the better of you, as curiosity is wont to do. You stand in the fading light, the scarf around your neck pulled up against the chilly evening breeze, waiting to see for yourself exactly what kind of circus only opens once the sun is set. The ticket booth, clearly visible behind the gates, is closed and barred. The tents are still, save for when they ripple ever so slightly in the wind. The only movement within the circus is the clock that ticks by the passing minutes, if such a wonder of sculpture can even be called a clock. The circus looks abandoned and empty, but you think perhaps you can smell caramel wafting through the evening breeze, beneath the crisp scent of the autumn leaves, a subtle sweetness at the edges of the cold. The sun disappears completely beyond the horizon, and the remaining luminosity shifts from dusk to twilight. The people around you are growing restless from waiting. A sea of shuffling feet, murmuring about abandoning the endeavor in a search of someplace warmer to pass the evening. You yourself are debating departing when it happens. First, there is a popping sound. It is barely audible over the wind and conversation. A soft noise like a kettle about to boil for tea. Then comes the light. All over the tents, small lights begin to flicker, as though the entirety of the circus is covered in particularly bright fireflies. The waiting crowd quiets as it watches this display of illumination. Someone near you gasps. child claps his hands with glee at the sight. When the tents are all aglow, sparkling against the night sky, the sign appears, stretched across the top of the gates, hidden in curls of iron. More firefly-like lights flicker to life. They pop as they brighten, some accompanied by a shower of glowing white sparks and a bit of smoke. The people nearest to the gates take a few steps back. At first it is only a random pattern of lights, but as more of them ignite, it becomes clear that they are aligned in scripted letters. First, a C is distinguishable, followed by more letters, a Q, oddly, and several E's. When the final bulb pops alight and the smoke and sparks dissipate, it is finally legible. This elaborate, incandescent sign, leaning to your left to gain a better view, you can see that it reads, Le Cirque de Rêve. Some in the crowd smile knowingly, while others frown and look questioningly at their neighbors. A child near you tugs on her mother's sleeve, begging to know what it says. The Circus of Dreams, comes the reply. The girl smiles delightedly. Then the iron gates shudder and unlock, seemingly by their own volition. They swing outward, inviting the crowd inside. Now the circus is open. Now you may enter. What a terrific way to start a book. I mean, how can you not read the rest, right? Okay. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope that this video could be relaxing and provide you with comfort and companionship. I love to read to you, so there's that. And enjoy the rest of your day.